The silver Dodge Charger allegedly driven by James Alex Fields, Jr. passes near the Market Street parking garage moments after driving into a crowd of counter-protesters on Water Street on August 12, 2017 in Charlottesville, Virginia. Heather Heyer, 32 years old, was killed and 19 others injured when they were struck by Fields' car. Photo by Matthew Hatcher, Getty Images, Charlottesville, VA. AP_an Ohio man pleaded not guilty to federal hate crime charges Thursday in a deadly car attack on a crowd of protesters opposing a white nationalist rally in Virginia. James Alex Fields, Jr. entered the plea during his initial appearance in U.S. District Court in Charlottesville after being charged last week with 30 federal crimes in the August 12 violence that killed 32-year-old Heather Heyer and injured dozens more. He also is charged under Virginia law with murder and other crimes. Fields, of Maumee, Ohio, wore a gray striped jumpsuit and sat quietly, giving brief answers to the judge's questions. He entered the courtroom wearing handcuffs and shackles. The cuffs were removed when he came in, then refastened when he left. His attorneys made no request for bail. He told U.S. Magistrate Judge Joel Hopp that he is being treated for bipolar disorder, anxiety, depression and ADHD, and is taking medication. But also said the drugs do not impair his ability to understand the charges against him. Hopp said Fields is qualified to be represented by a federal public defender, and appointed legal counsel for him. The 21-year-old defendant said he has a high school education and has worked as a security guard. Some survivors of the attack were among the roughly 24 people in the courtroom. Also present was Heyer's mother, Susan Bro. The Unite the Right rally drew hundreds of white nationalists into the college town, where officials planned to remove a statue of Confederate Gen. Robert E. Lee. Hundreds more came out to protest against the white nationalists. Car attack came after vicious brawling broke out between white nationalists and counter-demonstrators, and authorities forced the crowd to disband. Prosecutors alleged that after the crowd broke up, Fields drove his car toward the area where a racially diverse group of people had gathered to protest the rally. They say he rapidly accelerated his gray Dodge Challenger into the crowd. The car then reversed and fled. Fields, who has been described by authorities and others who knew him as an admirer of Adolf Hitler, was arrested a relatively short while later. The 21-year-old has been in custody since the attack. According to an indictment, Fields expressed white supremacist views on social media ahead of the rally, such as support for Hitler's policies, including the Holocaust. As he prepared to leave for Charlottesville, a family member sent him a text message urging him to be careful, and Fields replied, "We're not the ones who need to be careful," attaching an image of Hitler, the indictment said. The morning of the rally, Fields engaged in chants promoting or expressing white supremacist and other racist views, according to the indictment. One of the federal charges Fields faces carries the death penalty, although prosecutors have not decided yet whether they will seek that punishment. The local Commonwealth's attorney, whose office is prosecuting the state-level charges, has said the federal indictment will have no effect on that pending case. Fields is set to face trial on those charges later this year. Copyright 2018 The Associated Press. All rights reserved. This material may not be published, broadcast, written or redistributed. Like WTOP on Facebook and follow at Top on Twitter to engage in conversation about this article and others. Copyright 2018 WTOP. All rights reserved. This website is not intended for users located within the European Economic Area.